What is up, guys? Hfmasters here, and today I am doing a review on the Journey to the Skull Dungeon set. This will retail for $30 in the United States. It will come with 401 pieces, and in North America this releases August 1st. However, in the rest of the world, this is out already, which is how I got this. So anyways, $30 set. The front just shows off the set, and the back shows off some of the features. So let's open this guy up. Alright, so here is the Journey to the Skull Dungeon all complete. And since this is a board game type of set, we are going to be using a ninja to kind of just go across. And we're going to be using Hero Lloyd today. Now, before we actually begin, I'm going to mention that this whole front area can actually just be completely detached here, and you can move this all around however you would like. And technically, you could also put this here and then sort of have it like that, or really any way you want. You don't have to follow the instructions. This right here is just the intended way. You don't need to follow it. You can have this like here. You could have it extending all the way out like this. You can do all sorts of things you want with this. All of these have different articulation points, so you can really get a bunch of dynamic, interesting layouts with that. Alright, so these first couple of tiles, not much going on here. You've just got a bunch of the arrow stickers, actually 2 of them here. This one is just a small tile, just a little bit of detailing and some lava here. And it kind of gets a little more rocky and bulkier as we continue. This is the smallest one, and it begins to progress here. And then you have this one right here. And this has a function. So obviously, as you can see right here, we do have a skull sticker, and that's basically just activating this trap, which you can see with this red little lever here. Not really disguised well, it's just kind of pretty obvious. Oh, there's a function here, a big red thing. All you do is you push this, and this will jump out. So what's going on here is when you push this, there is this red or orange spike piece that's going to go up, and it's making this little section here completely detached because it's only connected to these 2 studs. So not that much of a connection, which makes the function pretty easy to use, and you can really get a lot of air from just activating this little trap. Alright, so let's say Lloyd manages to escape here. We've got another small little rock area, not actually as big as this one right over here. This one is really bulky, mainly because of the function. This one's actually a little bit smaller, but it is a little bit higher. There's a spider right there, so Lloyd's just got to jump over him, and then he can start to climb up here, and he can reach this top area. Now, before we get to this top area, I actually really want to talk about this whole rock and lava structure going here. Now, obviously, as you can see, we've got a little bit of lava fall here, and, you know, perhaps, no, not there, but just a bunch of lava fall going on, and some of it is blocked out by these, which you can move up and down, so there's that. What I really want to say, though, is I love this whole structure. I just love it. You know, a lot of these smaller sets don't really put much attention to anything like this, and this is just a really well done small structure. Not a lot of pieces, but they've done a really good job with what they had. You have the lava here, which is great, and then you have the rocks here. I think it just looks fantastic, and building it was really a lot of fun. Also in the back here, we've got a little bed here, so, you know, if Lloyd just wants to go ahead and take a nap, you know, or something, he can go ahead and do that right there. And then we have a blue crystal here, which is also very nice. You can barely see it in the front. Very small, as you can see right there. You can sort of see it, but even just angling it a little bit, like here, you can't even see it. No clue what the blue crystal is for. They don't have any indication. It does show up in the Skull Sorcerer set, Skull Sorcerer's Dragon set, so it's got to have some significance, right? I don't know. I have to wait until all the episodes for the TV show are up. So, yeah, there's that. And lastly, there's this staircase, which is pretty simple. Not much going on here, just basically like the same thing for each step. These don't move at all, so they're stuck in place. So, there's that. I mean, not much to talk about here. They don't move, so they are what you see. Now, Lloyd is out at the top, and, you know, let's say he wants to take a break. He can, because for some reason here we've got some of these bones here, and they're being cooked. As you can see, they're on a pot. You've got a small little lava piece, which is basically just resembling, they're being boiled. So yeah, you've got that, and then if Lloyd just decides, nah, I don't want to eat, you can go right here, and then he can grab the sword. Not much going on there. We've got the Shadow Blade of Deliverance, so we'll take a closer look at that. Alright, and here's the Shadow Blade of Deliverance. Basically, this is, I believe, the sword for the goblins, and not much going on here, just one of the collectibles. This is the cheapest way you can get the Shadow Blade, so just a, nice thing that's in the set, and that's basically all you need to know. And then with the Shadow Blade removed, you can actually see we've got a red crystal right over there, and there's some wooden planks here. This one is sloped downwards, so you can actually see the red crystal. And what I really like here is you can also see some of the brick, which is just super cool and adds to the whole rockiness, the rocky-like feel that they're going with this set. They're kind of capturing it, which they do capture really well at the bottom, but they're trying to keep that alive here at this top with all these wooden planks. And then, of course, there's one other thing. I'm sure you've seen it already. You saw this gear. You know what's up here. We can lower the cage, or we can lift the cage. And one thing that can happen here is this can move up a little bit. So sometimes when rotating this, it will want to move up. Not really a huge issue. It's just something that happens. And the last thing to mention here is just the cage can easily fit one of the ninja. Could not fit two ninja, but it can fit one. So Lloyd here is captured now, and the rest of the ninja in the set, Jay or Nia, can go ahead and save him. Now, before I move on to the minifigures, I just want to mention that there are two somewhat like accessory things. One of this is the character stand with the 3 hearts that comes in all of the sets with the board game application. This set actually does not, for the instructions, have any ninja going on it, so I've just put Jay on here. You can put whichever ninja you like, so you've got that. And then you also have the game spinner, and that just works pretty simply. All you got to do is just spin that around, so you can be like, yeah, and it just spins around, and it will land on something. For example, this landed on 1 heart, which basically just determines what you do in the game, like where you would move. Alright, so this set comes with 4 minifigures, and I've got to be honest, I'm not a fan of the minifigure ratio here. 3 of the ninja and only 1 bad guy. Honestly, I really think what they probably should have done is removed one of the ninja. Perhaps Nia, since this is Nia's the most common figure here, with coming in 3 sets, while Jay and Lloyd only come in 2. The only downside to that is the fact that Nia would then become pretty difficult to get. However, what I think they really should have done is they should have added an awakened warrior in this set. Maybe just add 5 minifigures. That would have been good too. But we just don't get enough awakened warriors, so I think that would have been a good move for them. Now the ninja, these 3 all have the silver shields and armor, so their shields are all going to be the same. They've all got double-sided faces as well. And then you have Mert, who is, whatever. I mean, he's a goblin guy. Nice minifigure. I like him. Overall, I've got to say, I am quite a fan of this set now. The minifigures in this set could have been better, but for $30, you're getting about 400 some pieces. I think there's a lot of good value here. This is a nice play set. You can actually connect this with the Skull Sorcerer's dungeon, or any of the other side builds that come in the Zane's Rhino and the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon. Overall, there's a lot of fun you can have with this. This is a good $30 play set. It's a good way to get a lot of the ninja. You get half of them, and it's very cheap, so it's, pretty easy to obtain. Also, it has the one function, but it works well, and really there's no flaws with this set. The build is great. Overall, with the $30 price tag and what you get, I would definitely recommend this set. In fact, there's definitely quite a few sets I would recommend this over. It's definitely a very solid set. And with all that said, that is it for my review on the Journey to Skull Dungeons. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, this is Hfmasters, saying goodbye.